Now, your forecast first. Sponsored by Natex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
A little bit of rain showing up here, as you can see. It's been down near I-70, but now it's just a lot of cloud cover that we've got. There may be a little bit of moisture left over that we could see a few snowflakes by tomorrow morning, but it won't amount to a whole lot. Now, here's the thing. We've got winds that are coming out of the south right now, but look how those arrows change when they're coming out of the north. Places like Jacksonville, getting close to Lincoln and Bloomington, there's a cold front right through here. That front means much colder air. You're going to start to feel that tomorrow. These temperatures here, very mild. Won't feel like that here for too much longer because we're going to see temperatures really falling off after midnight. Cloudy skies, winds around again tomorrow. We've got to talk about some really cold air. I mean, this is air we've not seen this cold in early November in a while. We'll show you that coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
The weather is getting colder, but some towns are seeing burglaries heat up. We'll tell you where it's happening.
And he was a Boy Scout leader in central Illinois. Tonight, we have disturbing details of what police say they found inside his home.
Soon you'll be able to smoke recreational marijuana legally, but the question remains, where? We'll tell you.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 6.
So just take those extra steps and making sure you're making it sure that car's secure.
2 counties have seen an increase in break-ins over the past few days. Now they're reminding people to lock their doors. Good evening. I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jennifer Roscoe. The break-ins have happened in Piatt and Macon counties. The suspects have hit homes, cars, and businesses. WCIA 3's Jamie Mays is live in our newsroom tonight. Jamie, are people in Argenta actually locking up their cars and homes?
Most people said no. Many of them said they don't even lock the doors to their houses. But this is the opposite of what police say they want you to do. It seems like a pretty common occurrence in Argenta.
No, I never locked my car.
People don't lock their doors.
Because there's never been a problem. None of us do here around, well, most of us don't.
The Macon County Sheriff's Office says over the past 3 days, they have seen an increase in car break-ins.
Unfortunately, it's that time of year where we have experienced some break-ins to cars. We've had a few in the Argenta area. We've had some others in, within the county as well.
These break-ins are happening to cars that aren't secured.
Kind of rummage through, looking for items that were left in the vehicles. And, the people are looking for the quick items that they can grab, if there's loose change, if there's any cash that's left in the car, any other valuables, purses, wallets.
But the sheriff's office said nothing of much value has been stolen. Locals say there's a reason for that.
If I kept any valuables in my car, I'd be more concerned.
I mean, they might get a couple of quarters if they get lucky. So I'd rather them take my quarters and not break my window.
In Piatt County, thieves are walking away with much more. A lieutenant for the Piatt County Sheriff's Office says they have had reports of burglaries to homes, businesses, and car break-ins. A few $1,000s worth of items were stolen. But regardless of whether you choose to lock up,
but we're going to start doing that now,
or leave things open,
I'll probably just keep doing things the way I have been.
Officials say it's about putting your safety first.
First and foremost, lock your cars. Make sure you're not leaving the valuables in there. Don't leave stuff in the car that can be visibly seen by somebody.
A Piatt County Sheriff's Office lieutenant says they have had one person identified as a suspect for the break-ins there, but he's not ruling out others may be involved. Live in the newsroom, Jamie Mays, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
And Jamie, I would like to make a public service announcement. This is not just for Piatt and Macon counties. Everyone, lock your homes, lock your cars, and then maybe we wouldn't have to do stories like this anymore.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
That would be great. All right, thank you.
We have an update on a hit and run in Champaign County. The sheriff's office says it found the truck involved in the crash. It happened just off Route 45 in Ludlow. A woman found it, actually, abandoned just a mile from the crash site. Deputies say the truck was reported stolen the same day of the crash. They're looking into who took it. One person is dead after a car and semi crashed in Macon County. State police say it happened last night on US 36 west of County Line Road. Police say the car crossed into the semi's path. The semi tried to get out of the way, but the car swerved back into its lane and hit the truck head on. The driver of the car died at the scene. Their name has not been released. In Iroquois County, a man is dead after a car and tractor crash. It happened yesterday near Route 49 and 979 North. Police say 63-year-old Fred Herlin of Onarga was turning into his farm property. He was pulling two loaded grain wagons. Police say 28-year-old Kevin Hansen rear-ended the wagon of the tractor. Hansen died at the hospital. Herlin was taken to the hospital. He's expected to survive.
We have shocking new details on what a former Boy Scout leader is accused of. We told you last month, 79-year-old Milton Forsberg of Champaign was arrested for trafficking and possession of child pornography. A grand jury found enough evidence to formally charge him today. The Boy Scouts of America said someone claimed he had abused them in Champaign back in 1965. So on that tip, police searched his home. They found several sexually explicit photos at the foot of his bed, including some with young boys. They say Forsberg even tried to hide the photos with his cane while officers searched. Police also found more than 100 images of boys on his computer and had more than 30 tabs open to a Russian website known to share images of child porn. He faces more than 20 years if convicted. We'll have more on what was in the affidavit tonight at 10. The FBI is investigating a former superintendent who's accused of embezzling about $250,000. We told you Dan Brew resigned from the Meridian School District in July. The sheriff's office says the FBI took over the case this summer. Auditors told FBI agents they found a construction company they said Brew created. They say invoices from the company were sent to the district and paid. The auditor's summary said Brew admitted to making the invoices and putting them in a PNC bank account in his name. Recreational marijuana becomes legal in Illinois in less than 2 months, but people living in public housing may not be able to use it.
The Chicago Housing Authority let its tenants know this week they can't smoke in their homes. They say it's because it's against federal law. WCIA 3's Andy Olson is live in Champaign at Douglas Square. Andy, is that the same case in Champaign County?
Yeah, it is, Paul, but not for the same reason, actually. In Champaign County, they say the reason that you're not allowed to smoke marijuana is because of a recent HUD law. People living in public housing in Champaign County won't be able to smoke pot in their homes in the new year, or anything else for that matter. The Department of Housing and Urban Development passed a law last year requiring every housing authority to have a smoke-free policy. But the Housing Authority of Champaign County already had that rule in place. CEO David Northern even went to Washington, D.C. to advocate for it.
I even spoke at the White House related to smoke-free housing back in 2010. And so this is something that's major for us. When we talk about housing and we talk about clean, safe, and decent and sanitary housing, we got to talk about smoking also.
People with medical marijuana cards are currently required to smoke outside of their homes if they live in public housing. But people who smoke recreationally won't even be able to do that. The new law requires people to smoke recreational marijuana inside of a home or at some dispensaries. Northern says they won't go out of their way to catch people, but they have to uphold the law.
Again, we're not the smoking police. We're not going to walk around knocking on doors trying to catch people smoking. Our goal is to manage the properties and keep it in great condition and also house people. But, you know, it is rules and regulations that we have to follow, and that rule and regulation right now is no smoking in homes.
The HACC says it doesn't have a rule in place preventing legal possession of recreational marijuana, just smoking it. Live in Champaign, Andy Olson, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Good information, Andy. Thanks. Now, the HUD law preventing smoking in public housing took effect in July 2018. Illinois marijuana laws do not allow smoking in cars or public places. It also can't be smoked near anyone under 21, bus drivers, police officers, and firefighters.
We have a follow-up on the dog found in a cage on Kaufman Lake in Champaign. Poppy is now staying in a foster home to help with her recovery. Animal care leaders say she's still in their custody while in that home, but they believe a calm, home-like environment is best for her to heal. They say her burns still have a long way to go and will likely get worse before getting better. But they say she's keeping a good attitude through it all. The man who rescued her from the lake says he wants to adopt her as soon as she's done healing. Police say they're still investigating the situation. The person who dropped Poppy into the lake could be charged with aggravated animal cruelty, which is a felony.
The Illini might have a secret weapon as they try to close in on their 4th straight win, what the team has up its sleeve.
Also tonight.
You know, everybody's got a Mr. Rogers story, and he impacted everyone to a certain degree.
He's someone many of us welcomed into our homes as kids. Why this Central Illinois high school counselor has an extra special connection to Mr. Rogers.
Out of the Rain Sweepstakes contest continues. That is your word. If you go to the WCIA 3 weather app or WCIA you will find the place to enter that word in, and we'll see who is the winner of the umbrellas later this week. Recap of today: 1 degree below on both the high and the low, 55 and 35. Coming back, we have to talk about the winds, some light rain and snow, and how it's going to get way too cold coming up.